Please disperse! Nothing to see here, please!
Considering what happened in Kenosha last night, 2 people died, another one was injured. Gun violence. That's to be expected when you don't have the police do their job. And it really isn't their fault, per se. It's the fault of the Democrat mayor and the Democrat governor of Wisconsin. They should stop this. Now I know what you're going to say. Why doesn't President Trump stop this? He can't. This is a state issue. And if he were to do that, of course the media would say, he's trying to send in his goon squad to stop everything. Okay. But do we let this continue? No, we shouldn't. But unfortunately, it's going to continue. I don't know what to say anymore. This is just, it's beyond. This is all beyond what I actually thought it could go. I thought it was going to. Once the George Floyd stuff started, I thought, okay, a month. Now we're at 90 days in Portland. Probably 90 days in Seattle. It just kicked off in Kenosha, which is a small hamlet above Chicago, right across the border. So what now? I don't know what their goal is. These peaceful protesters. This is not peaceful. So I'm not going to really talk about that today in Kenosha because there's no point. It's gone beyond what I can even talk about. It's insane. You had a running gun battle last night. Now the guy that apparently or allegedly shot that guy with his, I think it was an AR-15 decked out, he was being chased. He got hit to the ground, and he put, I don't know how many bullets in this guy, I didn't really count. But the guy stumbled and fell across a skateboard, because yeah, he was using a skateboard as a weapon. So this is where we're at. Running gun battles in the street on an American city. And it's not even Chicago. Well, I mean, it's close to Chicago. Doesn't really count. Then we have this story here. Report, Seattle rioters used concrete to seal police precinct doors shut in effort to burn officers alive. You read that right, folks. And you see that right there in the picture. Really? So your ire is at the cops? And you want to kill them? I mean, this is insane. The story goes as follows. Police begin monitoring a protest that marched from Cal Anderson Park, which was the middle part of the CHOP or the Chaz, after 9 p.m. Monday. The group made their way to the West Precinct, where some individuals began hurling objects at the building, causing minor damage and broken windows, as well as painting graffiti on the walls. A nearby coffee shop has also sustained some damage as some people smashed the plate glass windows. Again, what did the goddamn coffee shop have to do with all this? Oh, that's right. Nothing. What is their end game? These rioters. What's their end game? I don't think they have one. I think it was that, I don't know where I heard this from. I think it was either Tim Pool or it was either the Dark Knight movie. Meaning that when the Joker, he was talking about, goes, you know, I'm like a dog. If I ever end up catching the car, I don't know what I'll do with it. Kind of like another analogy you could say, a dog chasing its tail. Once he catches it, what is he going to do with it? I don't know. And I think that's what the problem is, that they've met their end goal, in my opinion. Everybody notices what's going on. But the problem is that once they got there, they don't know what to do next. So they do what they do best. They try to kill police, try to burn buildings down, create as much chaos as possible. And this is another story I'll be talking about later today. about the election and what Hillary Clinton said. I'm going to continue. The group then made their way back east and continued to protest outside the East precincts. Rioters climbed over a chain link fence and set a fire next to the building, as you see right there. Concrete, not going to do much, but it's still arson. According to radio host Jason Rantz, the demonstrators then used a substance suspected to be quick-dry concrete to seal shut a door. Rantz claims to have seen photos of the concrete and tools used. There you go. That's concrete right there. They tried to seal the doors. Concrete is not necessarily made for that sort of application, but the sentiment is still there. They tried to seal them in. Even though it wasn't going to work, it's still, that's what they tried. Police moved in and began issuing commands for the crowd to disperse and took one person into custody for an investigation of arson. The BATF and explosives is now assisting in the investigation. The group returned to Cal Anderson Park around midnight and dispersed from there. One officer was injured during the course of the protest riot. Detectives are also investigating an arson at the office building in the 2900 block of 4th Avenue South after someone threw multiple incendiary devices, causing some damage. It is unclear if this incident is tied to the protests. Riots. Huh, interesting. What do you think? I think it's sort of connected. Maybe loosely, but it's connected. And then let's see this video real quick. As you can see the fire cooking off. Yay, look at that. Again, what is that doing? It's not doing anything. Anyways, like I was saying, these people don't know what they're doing. At this point, these are domestic terrorists. Flat out. I mean, I don't know how else you can define these people. They're gone beyond rioting. They've gone beyond protesting. What are they actually fighting for? I have no idea. They keep saying Black Lives Matter, burn the precincts to the ground, all that other stuff. But let's say they actually were successful in this. Let's play a little thought experiment here. Let's say they did. Then what? Is it those suburbs? Well, we've already seen it. They're already out in the suburbs. Is it more government buildings? Well, they've already done that. I think the issue here is that no one has told these punk mofos to stop their crap. The police are told to stand down, essentially. They're not allowed to do their job. If they were allowed to do their job, this stuff would end. This is a proven fact. Even you take it to a small child who's acting up and wants, go to McDonald's or something like that. You tell them no. If you buy the kid McDonald's, you set a precedent, meaning that he'll act up again to get what he wants, or she. So what you see now is that they're allowing these people to do this sort of violence and arson and damage to public and private property. They set a precedent. They allow this to happen. If they were to stop this crap from happening, start mass arrests of these terrorists, if you really want to boil it down to its base level, these a-holes are terrorists. If you start arresting these people immediately, round them up, and put them before a tribunal or a judge immediately, give them all the constitutional protections under the law, this stuff would end. But, as I see in my next video, you'll see is that I don't think the far left, the commies, the socialists, the Marxists, the BLM terrorists, the Antifa terrorists, they're all fellow travelers. And they want this to continue. The reason they want this to continue is because they think this will affect the election. And for what I'm seeing right now is that it's actually going against what they think is going to happen. The end result is the president will get reelected. Because if you elect Joe Biden, all of this is not going to stop. It'll continue. Even if you elect Donald Trump, this is going to continue. However, I think that once he's assured re-election, he's going to put a stop to this. The Insurrection Act will come out, and it will play. And it's not going to play nice with a bunch of soy boy terrorists, as we see here in Seattle.